partner in Dumao as 9Z decided to take the B site.
Gonna fight away with the P2000, but that's a lovely opening frag to the series from Try. He even doubles up with the P250 as well. Nice shots, and then next shows his hand toward A, and that is actually in the end where the bomb is going. NQZ is kind of stuck in transition as well. He was maybe mid-rotation to go back toward the opposite side of the map.
3 rounds deep, and 9Z have still prioritized mid-control every single round. And they've gotten it for free here. No contest whatsoever, but NQZ and Cold have chimed in for 3 kills apiece. Just DGT and Try left up, and his retaking of mid has worked out wonderfully. Dumao and Cold Zera chimes in for a 3rd. Gets a significant amount of damage on a Dumao, but he still reads the play on a DGT. Regardless, they rescind the site. Plant should be able to go down.
Oh, that's...
But David burned.
He's looking for duels now, Try. When does he choose to swing? Flash comes in and that blinds him up. That's a big issue. Now they know where the AK is. He gets himself 2 at least, but now Buddha's in a tough situation. He manages to get 1, but he needs more, and he can't hit the spam on aleArts.
Dumao has pushed all through canals, but all this information has been given over. aleArts gets 1 as well. So a lot of info as to where these 9Z players are, but they have to give over 2 kills and a bomb plant into this 3v3.
Oh, how far does Cold want to push up, though? There's a player on his close left. You can see, he hasn't got it down straight away. And Cold can pounce now, but actually he plays the long game, and I like that, considering he realizes the bomb's only just gone down. Not sure how it took so long for it to get down, but then DGT just swings into the open. Leaves a free pick for NQZ, and now Buddha's left in a very tough situation. 1 versus 3. And there's a flanker coming his way as well. That flanker's making noise, so he'll know about it. And Cold will even get that one sorted as well.
Man advantage, play the 3v2 retake, and again they're going to speed things up into NQZ, into Dumao. But they're holding strong. This is a fortress that is impenetrable at this point. And 9Z have to just fall back off this 2v5, make that 1v5. Blink and you miss it, but it's just DGT left.
And now I actually knew that as soon as NQZ got that frag, is that both AWPs turned up on the scene. So like, yeah, it's kind of crazy. But actually, saw aleArts pick up that secondary AWP to a great effect on the match earlier, especially on Inferno.
Post plant retake here.
Yeah. Oh, hang on a second. I say 5-5 post-plant retake. The bounce has been flashed straight through the smoke, and DGT rips his head off, and aleArts is struggling to get that one kill done, and will surely get traded, and he will. Max will take that one. Cold playing smoke fade. Max trying to find him, and now Cold will reveal his position. And he probably might just go for this anyway. They can buy next round anyway, so that's probably the thought process behind it. And Next gets 1, Next gets 2, and the Try is so very low HP on the site. NQC finds him 2. Out of all of that, it's Buddha in a clutch again. Cold will clear out the E-box position and finds the frag. NQC gets off the defuse, has to hop away from the pillar, but still gets the kill. But of course, the time has gone on the bomb.
Trying to commit down to the A side, takes a bullet to the face. Down to just 2 HP, and that's when David strikes, immediately resurging and trying to take back A main. Gets 2 for himself before Cold trades, and that's where he pulls the ripcord of the captain. They go straight back into the B site, where it's a foot race. Max gets into the site first, and he rips Nexus head off. Finally traded, and bomb should go down, but it's going to be a tough bomb site to hold in this 2v3.
Need to find Buddha right now, and that's a big headshot from Dumao. Of course, he had no Kevlar, so that's such an important frag to take. And Cold has found Try as well. Good Kevlar to save into the following round. I don't think we'll take any damage to that, so that's good. 350 helmet upgrade, but he has to hop back into the corner. He can re-smoke that Molotov though. And Cold, he's lurked up from under canals through the E-box position. He's taken 2 kills for himself. aleArts will not let Try run away. Now David is here, but he's here in a 1 versus 5, and the smoke is about to fade. Looking for Next, finds 1, but only the 1. NQZ with the quick trade and the quick upgrade.
The map win, but it was very well handled from 9Z there. Now quick in the E-box, complete gray screen, and not able to blind Max at all, gives him a free 2 kills. And there'll just be this little bit of a B main play to kind of extend out this round, but nothing's really being given over here from 9Z. I say that, and DGT goes down.
Yeah, this is again, look at just a walk through a smoking toward Max. Max can't believe his luck in this round. He's not had the best of games, only 12 and 16, actually only 9 and 16 before this round, but get on. So they're going to try and go for a run boost. That should be spotted by Try, and there we go. It's a bit of a fast one. Actually, gives NQZ a chance at a peek toward the back of the site. But David was there to bail out that situation. So Lato 1v3. There's a lot of damage to try and puts him down to 1 point of health. Look at the Buddha's positioning as well. I mean, I feel like 9Z have everything in the right position to deal with anything that 00Nation throws at them in this particular round. And David plays smoke fade really well. He actually wants to push forward for even more as well. He's just absolutely on a tear, is David, in this round. He really wants to look for that information, and there's still 45 seconds to go, so they need to be careful, and Buddha is pushing up as well. Maybe that was the plan, to have one player push from one side.
So they're going to park NQZ in mid to cut off some rotations, but it's going to be up to Try here to shut things down. Not flashed off the angle. coldzera tries to jump and bait in his teammate, but Try is too aware of these angles. So smartly played. And Lato does take him down, but at what cost? Into the 1v2. Smoke Molly used early. They're going to double up A main 9Z. And it should be able to trade this kill out.
Oh, that's such a nice shot from Lato, and he flicks back for the last as well. What a clutch that is from Lato.
25 seconds, though. They've got to start making a decision, and they've got all this E-box control. They completely smoke out that Molotov, try to bypass it, but Buddha up to bat. Can't get the second trade. Leaves Try alone on the bomb site, and he's on for another highlight here. David's made it to the site, but he goes down. Again, it's only Try, and it seems to be the only player that needs to stay alive. But now it's into the 1v1. 5 seconds left on the clock, and I don't think there's enough time here for coldzera. Max just tucks in, and he secures the round for himself. coldzera can't even see.
Playing with the angle, ready to shoulder peek, ready to fight. In comes the flash, but David spots it. There's going to be more players coming his way, and he deals with both. Great stuff. And he can fall away with that advantage as well, but Max walks into Dumal still. Keeps the round alive. 20 seconds to go. Buddha's still in E-box, and whether they know it or not, well, they certainly know it now. He's now under a lot of pressure, and Dumal headshots him too, and Lato removes DGT. 3 versus 2, switched around instantly. David trying to recover, does, but 4 HP to spare. Bomb will go down with 8 seconds to go, and Dumal's holding for the position. It's Try 1v2, NQZ close up, he gets the quick scope. Okay, DGT barely even peeked that. In fact, he didn't, really. Just on the edge of the smoke, gets removed and Tries going super aggressive to try and recover the situation, and Lato is just still there waiting for him. David is going to retake that position, but he's got 2 players coming his way. Finds one, and I think he knows that Lato is in that corner. Spray through the door, not going to work out. The AK is just stronger. A wall bang and a smoke bang could be about to push 00Nation to this first map, but Buddha is still fighting back. Lato needs his frag, but he's whiffed it through the doors. Barely even saw Buddha, I think, so it's not really a whiff, to be fair. That does him a disservice. But Dumal is flanking Max in the E-box position, and he gets the frag, even though lots of damage has been done. It's Buddha 1v3 to try and recover this one. He leaps his way through, but he leaps into the Dumal headshot. And the talent of 00Nation most certainly showed through.
They've actually been performing very well against 9s in particular. 2-0. Beautiful headshots to both DGT and Try, and they're flying their way through a donut. And here comes some A main pressure as well. So David hot under the collar to start out this map. He goes down. Buddha gets gooshed, and there should be a bomb plant here. And
kill a piece so far. After Mal gets one, we've got a lovely team ace in action. But yeah, it's removed in the end. Buddha gets himself taken down, only with a bit of damage.
Nonetheless, 00Nation want to take what works. They want to run with it. Dumal has just run through mid all the way through donut at such a fast speed there that David is completely unawares. But this time Buddha is very privy to that. And takes him down and tries to go for more. coldzera wise to it. Gets one, gets a second as well.
Nicely done.
It's taken down by Max. Very, very well done.
Yeah, they haven't. So, like, obviously it's DGT. The HUD was slightly deceiving me there at a second, and he actually had a good chance to catch it.
coldzera's posted up into cave, and he gets one offered up, tries to look for another, but just a little bit off in that crosshair placement. Max capitalizes. So into the 3v4. Again, very difficult to break through, and that should secure the round there for Max.
Yeah, the support from DGT as well. They can now double peek. I say double peek. They actually mistimed that 3-2-1 swing slightly there. And we've seen Lato clutch more than once today. That one on Anubis is certainly one to write home about. But only 43 health this time around. Needs 2 clean headshots, just like that Anubis clutch, So you repeat the feat, but this time it's one player from behind and one player from in front. And yeah,
Its value comes from the post plants, just being able to jostle around with those angles. And again, NQZ goes for that banana fight and he loses. And Try has just gotten free range down to fight, but again, Lotto shutting things down, 2 quick kills. But are they aware of Max stuck in a cave? Surely now they are. But
the push from David. This should be an easy deal with Dumao, and there we go. He catches him on transition, trying to team up with Lato. Lato is forced to try and play the headshot angle on low HP. Now, and he actually has a chance to use it as a one-way, and they're actually trying to make their way through mid at that point, but Dumao is very aware of that being a possibility. I think he's done the rounds on that smoke before. He knows exactly what that one is. Max, nice crosshair position to deal with Dumao, but he's taking a lot of damage from that. Try and reposition straight into the cubby, but Try, he doesn't need an AWP. M4A4 is enough for him, and David will tap down next from long range. Lato, 100 health, but now 0 health as Try.
I believe this is around the 4th or so buy round here for 00Nation to try and fix whatever's going on his T side. And that's a good difference maker. Next gets the opening, but they can't find a way into the B site itself. They get 2 beautiful kills off of Buddha. Next is trying as he might, holding on to cave for as long as possible, but it's this banana control that just isn't going in their way. Buddha with 3 huge impactful kills.
Around that jungle position, just all the consistent wall bangs back and forth, both sides, in toward mid and in toward the outskirts of B.
And perhaps trying to play this fade and try to take donut control early instead.
Oh, David, once again, you just can't fight this guy. Correct side of donut. Finally, Cold hits an insta return. That's a good frag to take. But now Try is in position. Nice foot shot toward next, and he's looking for that mid flank coming in. But that player's actually walked up toward Red Room instead, and NQZ's taken DGT in the meantime. All the headshots firing in now for 0-0, and that's the way to crack open the bomb site. I think they know. He's got a smoke though, so he's going to give this one a go. And it's actually vaguely doable. Wallbang can come in. He's actually going for this straight up here. It's actually going to be really close. Might be a second too late, but it's not being found.
Oh, no.
Oh my goodness, that was way too tight.
At this level, that's really how the game goes. Aggressive mid control finally from 9Z. They haven't had to necessarily fight for this mid control. And Dumao gets what he has been looking for this entire half. Punishes and gets that opener. A missed Molotov into the cubby. But Buddha's still hunting for it regardless. That missed Molotov might come back to bite him. And it does. Whoa. He's completely unawares. Even with the spin around, it's too little too late.
So we'll go down to Try, and there's Max getting his frag. So it's back into a 3v3. But the bomb hasn't committed yet. And Dumao is just wandering, having a wonderful time in his own wonderland in mid. He'll go down to DGT. Cold Zero will go down to DGT before NQZ finally answers back, but it's a 1v3 total that he needs. That was a weird one. I'll let you explain that one, Paladin. I'm not even sure that is explainable, but bomb is now heading in toward the A bomb site. NQZ has not got a smoke or anything to put down to try and get this bomb down. So he might actually choose to try to check Temple first, but the problem is he can't really do that now. He's already committed toward the back of the site. Low HP, of course, on the Temple player, and he looks for it first and finds it, and Try has the AWP. So this is now very doable for NQZ. The AWP of 00Nation with the rifle up against the AWP of Try, and he gets it done! Great clutch for NQZ. So important. Cole's going to get mollied up as well. It's a pretty decent execute from 9Z coming through here. And Buddha will catch Cole on the edge as he tries to fall back through that smoke. Bomb will be attempted to be put down as the Dooley spam comes through. The fastest clicker in the West is Dumao. But he can't find any damage. And DGT is even waiting in the top mid window as well. There you go. Catches Dumao on the retreat. That's a really nice position to play with DGT. Next gets one in response, but this is going to be very difficult. Lato still has that smoke kit, and NQZ actually has a smoke as well, so they have a chance to block off some of these angles. If they can get this smoke on the bomb, this is very doable, and in it comes. Lato's going to get on it right now. They didn't realise yet. They've now finally clocked onto the fact they're going to be knives in the smoke here. Left, right, and Lato actually gets off of it, which is shocking.
No harm, no foul. Quick out mid. Awesome from DGT.
Wow. That's a wipeout. All the duels going 9Z's way again. Cold was very content to try and put in one of his, bounce flashes off the top. Oh, okay, NQZ. This is actually doable now. Look at the HP on Try and DGT. Does he have any information on where they're coming from? Always going straight toward the bomb. This is such an important duel, and he misses it close up.
No.
That could have...
00Nation have confirmed that part of the map. But instead, 9Z want to congregate back to the B side early. Into nexts.
NQZ posted up using that tiny gap in the wall, in the brickwork, to get that frag toward Max. Good opening pick to find, and one they desperately need. Been a quiet game for NQZ in next. One clutch, of course, for NQZ on T side, but other than that, not much to write home about. Bomb will go down. It will be a 4v5 hold for 9Z, and it's going to be really hard to retake these scenarios, but aleArts trying to make it a lot easier. Important kills toward Buddha, and it all crumbles pretty quickly, and Try, actually, might just decide to run away from this one. It would be the smart choice. I know he's got 9.7 in the bank, but you're not winning a 1v5 on the ancient B site with an AWP, so he's out of there. He'll keep it. He can chill and just give 9Z a bit of a lifeline to get up to 8.
There's no kits there in that scenario, so of course Try is not aware of that, but...
Pop into a Jag. Molotovs were blocking that off anyway, and Try just drops down. Oh my goodness, okay, actually gets away with one there. That did not look likely. Basically, same tick of the round, those two kills come in, and now NQZ's pushing forward for more, and it's a good reaction, and good information to drop the bomb as well. But they're letting them have it, so Buddha can recover this. He's here, though. And there's going to be no flash available for this cave position, but it's a big swing from David, and that forces the incendiary to be deployed. aleArts gets one. Spam now is the only thing that David can resort to, considering he's locked behind that molly, and NQZ is just taking this round by the scruff of the neck. David will finally spam him down, but he's 1 versus 4 now. And with 12 seconds to go, this round is done.
Well done to NQZ to first get the trade onto next and not let Try get away, but then fasten to B though.
Oh, I like this. A change up in pace. Finally. It's been a while since we've seen this. It's going to be very powerful, of course, with the changes to this map, but counter flashes are really good, and next long range spray manages to get that frag eventually, but only 1 for 1 until Cold shows up. This is solid. Try knows that Cold is locked into that corner though. He's looking to try and trade it. Arm spotted. Frag taken. aleArts creeping forward, looking for DGT, and that's a great find. That relaxes the situation. NQZ aware of Buddha? Well, he most certainly is now. Now he's trying to delay as much time as possible, and next, actually does a really good job to waste the clock and get one, but that's a shot and a half from David. Opposite site gets attacked in the midst of all the action, while Cold may have caught Max trying to go for a big flank. This round now basically hangs on Domao coming in from this lurk. Try, I think he knows that he's coming, and that's a frag back in response. 2 versus 2. He finds David long range as well. It's all down to DGT. 21 kills in the game, needs 23 to send his team to that point. But look at Cold, he's coming in slowly on the flank through Temple. He's pretty deep, and I'm not sure aleArts will have the information that there are players already crept up past toward the left. DGT does find Cold, but next was the insurance policy, but that's a whiffed mid-range spray from aleArts. Rudy gets an important one, and then next goes through the smoke. That's a big error, and 9Z are fighting their way through. They desperately want these map points. It's been so hard for them to find. And Domao is once again the man on a lurk on the big flank. This time on the opposite bomb site. But now his position is known. Buddha being so low could be an issue. That's a good find. Looks for the second. Almost actually gets it done. Now NQZ, USP out. Both 2 players low. It's doable with the USP. But he can't hit the final bullet on Max. And they survive.
Cold Zera pushing through A main has given so much room for his rotations to come in for 00Nation. But NQZ is just so worried about a mid-look that he can't get here as quickly as he'd like. And David reads the A main aggression.
Wow.
Huge kill for the Chilean. And a bomb plant should come in for 9Z. aleArts does pull things back, but the bomb, it's in the open. 25 seconds left, so time isn't necessarily the biggest of issues. But they don't necessarily have a way to cross, and aleArts gets 1. Position known, and David's running to get things converted, and it gets really dicey there to close.
Bug that can happen with the ESL HUD. Hopefully we'll sort that out for you, but We're going to concentrate on the action for now. The action is going into a B eventually. Max up close with the dualies, flashes mains. Everyone's very blind for a very long amount of time. And then DGT peeks from CT, helped out by Max on the site. Full force, as you can say. Nice spam from the smoke there from Try. Actually managed to get a headshot from that. And David actually... a bit of a whiffy spray on the first, manages to nab it, then Latu has time to finish him off, and a wild set of trades on the site before coldzera gets himself 2 taps with the Tech 9. M4 picked up as well, but they have no idea that Max is so close. Actually, Cole recovers for that frag, and now Buddha has to rush in to finish. David now actually might choose to re-aggress toward Boiler. This would be huge.
Oh, huge.
He's about to catch them on the flank here. 3 players not looking his way, 1 and 2, and he doesn't even reface for the third. Just nice patience. Cold still answering back, though. Another frag, 3 in the round for him, and almost actually deals with Buddha as well. Now it's next in a clutch. He's actually forced wide and will actually go for the duel first.
Comes through. It actually misses, unless he wanted to plant it in front. But he gets off of it, and he wants to spam the smoke. Nex has completely overthought this round, and he's run out of time to plant the bomb. Buddha can just run away, and it's a 4th round for 9Z. DGT as well. Try showing up. This is a nice little setup here. It's super glass cannon though. Max has to take first contact. He gets dealt with by Next. And I believe Try hit that?
So. Lato. To take that window. That's a big kill to take, but DGT is still here. Can Cole take him down through the smoke? He can't. So the 3v3 is intact for now, but health is a big issue for the... Finally.
First round on the board for 00Nation. They take another gun away. There should be a buy in the next, but yeah, you're right. I mean, the best decision here is to save.
Smoke deep, Molotov deep in pit. That'll actually force DGT into the open, but he still peeks wide for Lato. Nicely done, but NQZ, that's a huge frag. Now there's a great chance to take advantage of this situation. DGT under pressure in pit, but he's looking for Damao still, but good movement gets Damao the kill. Max is now the snake in the grass, coming in on the flank. There's one, and he sees the player dropping into a pit as well. The Incendiary might burn NQZ out this round, but he survives on 2 HP. Can you believe it? Dumao in pit as well is locking Max out of this retake. Try knows that NQZ is so low, locked in this corner. It's AWP v AWP, so the USP is out instead, but considering he is so low. Pre-fire, gun barrel spotted, trying to bait him, but NQZ still gets it done. Wow. And now Max is caught having to retreat with the AK. He'll be off to save. Try. Defending toward long. Oh, it's a glorious quad kill. He even drops the bomb as well. Lato lost live. He wants the ace badly. He was gagging for it. But now Lato might have a chance to show up. Pretty much an eco, to be fair. But the one on Anubis was absolutely glorious. He's going aggressive for this frag, but he's going to get caught between the two. Surely he gets traded, and there we go. There'll definitely be an update that'll have to come soon. And DGT is going to have to run away very soon. Cole actually pushes super aggressively and manages to take him out. But Max was the insurance policy. Up through top mid and up towards short. And Buddha only gets one with that AUG. He's been very successful with that AUG so far, but only one this time. Next, trades it, but David is in the right position again. And this might force 00Nation to go for a bit more of a solo play. He was being considered by Damao to perhaps flank the B bomb site, but he'd rather help NQZ. The time on the clock means that that's not a possibility. Max toward the back of the site, and he hits their dink. But goodness me, still gets to kill. And now 1 HP, 1 bullet needed. David has 4 left, tries to connect it, and eventually calmly taps away.
Well, they're going to try it with some aggression. Lotto pushing apartments early, gets rewarded. Nice little flash setup there from NQZ.
And now, how do they hold this one at bay? There is a kit on NQZ. They can afford to take their time slightly with this one. Buddha spots the first. Cole will go down. Try taps down Lato. And they're fighting against that defuse kit carrying player, but the kills come back in response quickly from Next. But a dink comes through. Max needs to finish this one off. Who does he go for first? Oh, he's whiffing it slightly. And the bomb is being defused. With that save below, that could be really important. But they spot it straight away. And of course, they know the second player is directly underneath him. Wipeout of the B defense. And that's 15 confirmed straight away.
One last buy. And it'll have to be 11 rounds straight if we want to talk overtime here. And with how confident players like Buddha are right now, it's going to get very, very difficult.
Rio qualifier. Taking him out here. The flash is good though. That's good to defend. But yeah, of course, 00Nation comfortably won 2-0 in the last time these two met in that last RMR qualifier. So it was a 16-0 for 00Nation in that game. All the turntables. This round could be theirs, though. 4 versus 3. They need a quick response to 9Z if they want to keep this one going. NQZ looking to try and make a frag, but Try again picks with the op. 22-9 Try. He is having a great game. Next has to rotate into a smarter position on the site because he's got to worry about that apartment smoke fading as well. And now he's going to get caught if he's not careful. Goes for the swing, but DGT takes it. Cold thankfully flanks Try, and that does drop the bomb, but that smoke will let them recover it. And Cold and latO can hold hands to go for this retake together. Bomb will go down. Buddha can reposition toward the apartments, and that's a nice place to be in. Cold lurking through. latO lurking up through short. Trying to make something happen. They have to get these frags quickly if these positions are hard to deal with, and then they do. They do exactly what I say. Rankings just being there. So,
and you know, you'd miss the major in between, but you'd have the opportunity to at least run the 2 tournaments surrounding it, and that could still give you enough momentum to consider it a top team again.
For sure.
And QZ does pull one kill back, but 3v2 on the site. I say that NQZ decides to pull back onto the A site, and not a lot of utility to really explode on this site. A couple flashes to maybe disrupt some crossfires, but that's about it.
Yeah, latO needs to step up here, but he's got support from next toward the graveyard position, and that's probably the best crossfire they could have. They are creeping up, but there's the lineup, and there's the cleanup. Plays the loser of this, and right now it seems very likely to be 00Nation, but they're fighting well, and that's a bit of a mistake from Max. He's spraying the corner of the smoke, and guess what? Try just walked straight into it. I feel like that may have not necessarily been Max's fault. Bit of mispositioning there. If you're still braving the early hours of the morning, respect to you. Makes sense for 9Z to save here. Got utility as well, so may as well. Yeah, I don't see a smoke on a roof too often on Inferno. Double nade comes through though, and that's a lovely cleanup from latO. Demau actually gets nothing. And QZ in a good position though. Line up. There you go. Gets the collateral damage. Goes back in for another one, which is a little bit dangerous, and David will punish him for that, deservedly so. But Cole's waiting for the lurk coming in from Arch, and he'll deal with Try comfortably. But now noise has to be made. Next on the site should be able to find him pretty comfortably. There's the information. He actually manages to spray him down nicely. And there's a second headshot. 1 versus 2, but surely 00Nation don't give him any more space. The M4 is creeping in, and he will have his back turned, and Demau, the silence pays off.
Here comes that brackets control, and Buddha rips Nexus head off in Graveyard. Still not aware of Cold Zero. He's not willing to swing, but as soon as he does, he also gets his head taken off. And now into the 3v5, Max gets an incredible frag of his own. And a 2v5 A-site retake. It feels inevitable. 9Z have definitely locked in their grand final spot here at the IEM Dallas close qualifiers for South America.
Yep, very deserved as well. It's been a great performance on Inferno. NQZ gets ripped away by David, and it's a superb result for 9Z. It took them a little while to get over the line, but in the end, I think you have to say over the balance.